Big thanks to Masterbuilt for sponsoring this video.
10 of my friends are coming over and want to feed them each a kilogram of ribs. But how will it fit my smoker? This is the Masterbuilt smoker, and in itself this is a giant of a smoker. It is loaded with space, and that would normally be enough. But this is 10 kilograms of pork ribs, and let me show you the problem. This is the gravity fed smoker, and it's known for its grilling surface, so I can put loads of food on it. But even if I put my first extender rack and my second extender rack on with 2 slabs of ribs, I'm still left with this. 10 ribs are on the barbecue, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby back ribs are still not on the barbecue. Now, probably if I squeeze and cut, I can get maybe 4 more in, but it's still not enough. Even though this barbecue is freaking huge. And that's if I take one of the biggest smokers that I have. This is a backyard smoker. But imagine if you have a kettle grill, just a tiny kettle grill. How are you gonna fix it then? When 10 of your friends are coming over, you're gonna have real problems. But I'm gonna solve your problem. This is a solution that works for everybody with any type of barbecue. But first, let's make some seasoning. I'm making an extra large batch of PitmasterX's classic barbecue rub. And to make sure you will be able to find it, we put it on our website PitmasterX.com. The link's down below. Now, we need to prep the ribs. And since we got a lot, I like to just put some aluminum foil on the table, so I'm keeping my workstation nice and clean. Yep. Then I'm gonna put all my ribs on and remove the membrane of each rib. Now they're all prepped and ready, and all they need now is the PitmasterX Classic Barbecue Rub. So I'm gonna take my hand all the way to top and sprinkle it on so I get a nice and even coat on these ribs. The ribs are now seasoned up, and they're ready for attempt number 2 of getting all of them on my barbecue. First thing that I'm gonna do is load up the hopper with charcoal. Since this is a gravity fed smoker, there's a big chute down here. Hey, yo, Young Gouda, you in there, bro? Young Gouda, if you know, you know. Put some charcoal in there. And I've never told anybody This is Dutch for this. I love this barbecue for the fact that you can put your charcoal in, and if there's like a little bit of charcoal dust or like tiny bits, they're just gonna drop down through the chute and then all the way down into the box. So you never have any waste in your charcoal. Close it, lock it, and light it up. Turn it on, set it to temperature, that will do, and then let it come up to temperature. Well, then we have to solve the problem, but we'll wait a little bit. This might take up to 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're good to go. The barbecue is now up to temperature, and it's time to show you my hack to get all the ribs on this. Well, it's a big smoker, but you know, for that many ribs, it's a tiny smoker. Let's see if we can actually get 10 kilograms or 15 of those beautiful baby back ribs on this barbecue and be able to actually smoke them. This is a rib number 1 going on, and the technique that I will use is that I'm going to take it, roll it up into a little ball, take a toothpick, stick it in and place it on the barbecue. Now you can see that on this whole surface where I only have 1 rib, I can place now 4 of these ribs. So I just quadrupled the capacity of my barbecue. Look, I even have space left. I was thinking I was just rolling them up, I was putting them in, and then I thought, whoa, wait a minute, the dog stole some ribs? And then I start counting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. No, man, I got all of them on. And I got space to spare. And I could have even stacked them on more than I have right now. So I could have loaded this up, all of this, until the top right here. So that means I could have put in another 4, totaling out up to 20, and then stack it up another layer so this can hold up to 40 ribs. And that would be around 30 kilograms. Okay. 30 kilograms of ribs. But Will this work? Will my ribs turn out good, or are they going to be really gnarly and crappy? We're going to find that out. One thing I want to do, because I have the space, I'm going to space them out a little bit more so they don't touch each other that much. That will give them more surface to take on smoke flavor and will make them better in the end. With the barbecue up to temperatures and the ribs spaced out, all I need to do now is add a chunk of smoked wood. Now I'm going to add a chunk of apple wood, but you can choose beech or your personal favorite. But make sure you choose a light smoke wood, something that has like a touch of smoke to it. That's the best for ribs, especially if you're smoking baby back ribs and thin ones like these. So stay away from heavy smoke flavors like oak or pecan. Now I'm gonna let the ribs smoke, and you and me in the meantime, we're gonna make a sauce. This barbecue sauce is called the pineapple rum punch sauce. So the idea is that I want to have something sweet, something summerful, something like a real vibe. That's why I'm going to use a bottled pineapple rum punch. Now the rum punch, or the pineapple rum punch, is a well-known cocktail, and if you want a bottled version of it, there's plenty of it to go around. Most liquor stores carry them, so you can find your own version or your own brand. This is what I'm using, and it comes in these little bottles, and that is what brings the summer to this barbecue sauce. I'm going to cook in my stainless steel Skottsberg pan. I will be using half a cup of that, and the goal is to burn off any alcohol that is in that cocktail. So we're only going to end up with the flavor in our barbecue sauce. Then the next step is to add 2 cups of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, 2 tablespoons of PitmasterX's classic barbecue rub, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 6 tablespoons of sugar. Turn on the heat, mix it up, and let the crystals dissolve. And once you got that syrupy bubble, you know your barbecue sauce is done. Perform a quick taste test, of course. Make sure that everything is perfect. And if you want to, you can still adjust it. That is one delicious barbecue sauce which screams endless summer. All we need to do now is sauce up those ribs. Once they hit 92 degrees Celsius, they look absolutely beautiful. You can see that the smoke color penetrated the meat, the fat rendered down, everything became juicy and tender, and now it's time that we start saucing them up. It's the last layer of flavor to make the ribs absolutely perfect. When they're all sauced up, give them another 5 minutes on the barbecue, and then we're taking a closer look. Look at that. That looks like a rib grenade. Basically a bomb to hit your face. All right. Time to take a closer look, cut into these. Ooh, look at that smoke ring. Whoa. Even though these are not really meaty, they're definitely smoky, juicy, and tender. I think the point is proven that if you want to fit more ribs on your barbecue, then the trick is to roll them up, put them together, even stack them up if you want to. And of course, you're going to have this situation right here. But if you serve them as they are, as a grenade, you're gonna have some happy customers. Without further ado, man, this is a big hit. If you don't know what to cook this weekend, now you do. Rib grenades. We should call these rib grenades. I think that's like rolled up rib grenades. I have a ring to it. If you need a recipe, links down below will lead you to our website, PitmasterX.com, best barbecue website in the world. Wow.